Greetings, 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 royal family. All right, it's time to head back down to Atlanta for the cast of Love and Hip Hop. Thanks for clicking on the video. This is going to be a very interesting review. And fun fact, I guess, next week is the season finale of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Interesting. So seems like the season is cut short. Obviously, we know why. I wonder if they are going to have a reunion. We shall see. All right, let's just get straight into it. So the episode opens up with this parking garage gauntlet. Okay. These ladies, Cheyenne and Kayomi, that is, are making complete and total fools of themselves. Now, I thought that this was going to be over last week. This is how the episode ended. Total fools. Looking like they were playing Ring Around the Rosie in the parking lot, you know? Got security doing extra work, sweating and stuff. Now, after they were unsuccessful in scratching each other's eyes out, Shooter and Kayomi, they end up driving off and leaving the parking garage. At this point, you see Scrap and his sister having a conversation in the car. So Scrap, De Leon that is, he lets Cheyenne know there's nothing else for her to discuss with Shooter because Cheyenne, she wanted to chase down the car and get at Kayomi. She says she needs clarity. This is what she tells Scrap. Scrap is like, there's nothing else for you to discuss, you know? Now, the fact that Cheyenne wanted to chase, I want to say something. Cheyenne said that she wanted to basically run down on them. You know, she wanted to leave the parking garage and chase after them. Scrap said, I'm not getting into no high speed chase. Are you crazy? Like, this is when he starts to tell her that there's nothing for her to clarify. Now, Miss Cheyenne, ma'am, you of all people know that Scrap got 1.5 legs out the jailhouse. Are you crazy? You would be potentially putting him in jeopardy of possibly going back to jail. Maybe not. But you know what I'm saying? He trying to live the straight and narrow life. And of course, Cheyenne, didn't you co-sign for this man to get out of jail? Isn't he still on probation? Scrap can't be mixed up in this foolishness. Okay? Like I said, Scrap said he ain't going on no high-speed chase. You know, he said, look, dude showed up to a party with another girl. Like, what more is there to talk about? He told her right. And I'm glad that he stopped her from chasing down Shooter's car with Kayomi in it. Cheyenne, you got a lot to lose, ma'am. I get it. You are hurt. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and led astray. I get it, sis. But you know what? Shout out to Scrap, even though I think he knew that Shooter and Kayomi were messing around. But then again, he didn't know that his sister was messing with Shooter until later on. And he said he don't know nothing. But that's beside the point. I'm glad that he was the voice of reason in this situation because that could have gone bad. Anyway, we move on. We shift gears to the girls' trip. It has come to an end, finally. And I have a question. Why is Bambi acting like she's so highfalutin? Girl, you pregnant. I don't even care about Bambi. Anyway, so they're on the bus. Everybody's packed up and ready to go. And reality is starting to set in for Miss Sierra as she has to she chooses to face BK and his repetitive nonsense, as well as plan her daughter's sweet 15 birthday party. So she is just thinking about all of the things that she has to take care of once she gets home. Moving along to Rasheeda and Kirk. Okay, so Rasheeda and Kirk, right? Kirk Jr. Was locked up because he was stopped by the police and his charges were trumped up according to Kirk Sr. So they end up bailing out Kirk Jr. and they head to their restaurant and they're in like a back private room and they're having a serious conversation with him and I think their other son. I don't remember his name. So Kirk's son, Kirk Jr., has children. He looks to be probably in his like maybe late 20s, early 30s. I don't know, whatever. So they're driving home the point that he needs to keep himself out of trouble, not only because he has children, but they are well known and there are businesses and legacies on the line. And I think that the way that they handled it was really good, especially with Rasheeda. You can tell that he has respect for Rasheeda. Kurt and Rasheeda have been together for so long that those kids look at Rasheeda like, their mother figure. So I do like the fact that they were talking to them and letting them know about, look, you're a black man in this country. You already know what that gives. We've seen this throughout history. So I do like that they had a serious conversation with both of their sons. And is it me, or did Kirk Jr. seem a little bit nonchalant, like, nah, it's all good, right? Maybe he was nervous for the cameras, or he's been through this before. He's gotten himself in trouble. Rasheeda did point that out. But he seemed a little bit like nonchalant about it, right? Like it's not that serious. I don't know. But I enjoyed seeing both parents sitting down their sons and emphasizing that these are some serious times that we're living in and you have to be very careful. It is unfortunate that parents have to have a certain type of conversation. Black parents have to have a certain type of conversation with their sons and daughters than other demographics. However, I think it is necessary. Question: if you are a parent to a black son, do you have the conversation as it pertains to the injustices that young black men and black men face as it pertains to law enforcement? Do you have that conversation as far as what you should do in the event that you are stopped by law enforcement? Put it in the comments. Let me know. And how often do you have that conversation? Moving along, Ciara. So she is planning a Sweet 15 birthday party for her baby girl, Paris. Paris has been through a lot recently. There's a lot of drama going on at school and in her life, and it is her birthday. So Ciara just wants to celebrate her baby girl. So the theme for the Sweet 15 is like a Parisian theme. How clever, because her name is Paris. And Ciara and Tiffany Fox are discussing BK cheating as usual, because Tiffany Fox was the one that saw BK in the club and called Ciara while Ciara was away on her girls trip to let her know that her man was getting his beard rubbed on by some chick in the club. Then as they're talking, in walks BK, and he and Ciara begin arguing, okay? I do like Ciara, y'all, but I thought that I was dramatic. Ciara is so... My goodness. BK comes in, right? She's like, oh my God, who is that? What are you doing here? You broke into my house. Girl, he has a key. Ciara called BK over there, she says, because she wants him to return the house key. So while she's talking to her girl, BK uses the house key to enter the apartment, condo, whatever. And Ciara starts... He broke into my house. No, he didn't break into... Anyway, so they start arguing. And then I noticed that Ciara's friend Tiffany Fox was jumping in the argument and getting at BK as well. No, ma'am. Mind your business. You relayed the information that you needed to relay, Carmen Sandiego. Okay? So now you let BK and Ciara hash it out. I know it's for a show, but there are a lot of women that feel that they have a say-so in their friend's sister's relationship. To a degree, I get it. You can express yourself, but why are you arguing with BK like he's your man? I thought that was real... That wasn't cute at all. Anyway, Kendra is back. So we see Kendra, right? And I didn't even know the picture wasn't up here. Sorry, y'all. We see Kendra, and she gathers her mother as well as Jock's mom, along with some of the ladies for a spa day. So I thought that was nice. Honey, Jock's Jock's mother was whispering to Kendra's mother over there in the corner that she cannot stand Carly. I thought that was hilarious. I really, really thought that was funny. And I mean, I'm pretty sure she doesn't like Carly for all the reasons we can assume. No surprise there. However, I wonder if she's one of those black mamas who feels like their son can do no wrong, and the women that come into his life, they're all Jezebels. Okay, because Jock is no walk in the park, or no day at church. So, but I could see Carly giving this older woman reason for her to dislike her. However, I wonder if Jock's mama is one of them black mamas that's like, not my son. It's a whole nother topic for another day. So after the spa day, right? After the spa, it's the after party, and okay. So the ladies, they hit the club, and the club is a like a drag show. That's what's going on in the club. Now, Kendra's sanctified and filled with the Holy Ghost mother was not feeling the club atmosphere. Her face said it all. And Kendra, she did say that, she knows her mom is uncomfortable. She's not the club type. She's a Christian, wholesome woman. I do like that, even though Kendra's mother's facial expression showed that she, this is not her cup of tea. She was very classy, and she still celebrated with, the rest of the ladies. So Carly and Shekinah, right? They're off by the bar, and they're bringing up Jock's behaviors. Spice was keeping it cute. Spice was there as well. Spice was just being positive, like we wish Kendra and Jock well, yada, yada. Carly and Shekinah are ghetto, straight up ghetto, not in a good way. Ghetto, ghetto, ghetto. After you take advantage of a free spa day, you come to the club, you're invited. And let me point out that Kendra really showed how gracious she is by inviting Carly. You out at the club, and you talking about that girl and her man at her little event. Trash. Carly, speaking of men, where's your husband at? Where's Mo to the E to the? Miss Kendra, I have a question for you. Now, you know that your mother was not feeling that atmosphere. So why would you have her in a club where a drag show is performed? But she probably just wanted to celebrate with her mama, And like I said, she looked a little bit like, okay, but she was a lady. Yes, Miss Kendra mama, a lady. I love it. All right, so we move on to Margie, okay? I am really sick and tired of seeing how Scrappy treats his mama sometimes. Like, I really am. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I just tired of it. Bambi's mother is always in the house, and she's always with them. And that's probably because Mama D got her own place. But still, why did Mama D have to hear via social media that her son is having another child? I think that was wrong. I also think that Bambi probably was the one that said, no, don't tell her. Her mother knew. I don't like that. Bambi's mother called Mama D a B word right in front of Scrap. Did he get up at that point? Because Mama D was on her way over to the house. But I could have sworn Scrap was sitting right there when Bambi's mother called his mother a B. Scrap, you a sucker, straight up. I ain't even no long talking. You're a straight up sucker. So Mama D enters the building, and she confronts them about not telling her that Bambi was pregnant. She's upset, and I know that she probably feels hurt, even more left out. As usual, they leaving her out. Anyway, so Mama D goes to apologize to Bambi's mother, right, for trying to give her oh my God, for trying to give her a human eulogy. This is what Mama D is telling Bambi's mother. And Mama D said that if she knew that Bambi's mother walked on all fours, she would have taken her to a pet cemetery. Woo! Listen, this review would have been up sooner, but I couldn't. I had to stop. I had to stop taping. Cut. I said, what did this woman just say? Oh gosh, I think I just stopped like rolling about it early this morning. But anyway, Bambi's mother, she pulls out a voodoo doll and calls Mama D a B word a second time. So at this point, Bambi and Scrap, they sit and talk with Mama D, and they end up hearing each other out. Now, I don't care how soft they talk. How the hell Scrappy Doo let his mother find out via social media that Bambi is pregnant? He then tells Mama D, in reference to her being upset about that, just be grateful. Ugh. He's such a cornball, yo. Did you see the scene when they went to medieval times and Bambi made the announcement that she was pregnant? So damn corny. Anyway, it's party time. Now look, let me tell you something. Mama D is the queen of Atlanta. I don't care what y'all say. Mama D is the queen of Atlanta, and she can do no wrong in my eyes. Moving along, it is party time. So the Sweet 15 is underway. Carly didn't get an invite because Sierra's assistant was present, and when Sierra and Carly got into a little altercation, the assistant jumped in for whatever reason. BK wasn't invited either. Good. I said to myself, yep, there's no need for him to be there. He's a clown. So, see, you know, I'm sorry. I try to stick to my notes, but I just be having so much to say. But I try to make this conversational. Anyway, Sierra, sis, stop trying to make BK happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is so old. We've seen this the exact same thing last season, if not the season before. Anyway, so Paris, she gets a big surprise. It's a car. You know, Shooter is there. Shakana and them is there. They're all there having a good time. So Paris is taken outside where she is surprised with a new car. Now, kids get their license at 15 in Atlanta? Help me out, family. I have no clue. 15? And you getting a brand new Audi? As a parent, I think it is irresponsible to give a 15-year-old an Audi or any foreign car, a new foreign car. That's just my opinion. Cars can be considered deadly weapons. You're talking about a 15-year-old who's extremely impulsive, still possibly succumb to peer pressure. And you know how some kids, young kids, you know, they're materialistic, some of them at times. And it's like, yeah, they'll hype you up to do all types of stupid stuff. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But it could have been a stunt, right? Anyway, so as the crowd is outside, BK walks up. Again, he was not invited. He wasn't invited at all, with good reason. So he gifts Paris, which is Sierra's daughter, a pair of 2-carat earrings. I thought that was nice. Then BK has a gift for Sierra. And what's in the bag? Condoms. Sierra starts getting angry and mad. The peanut gallery is standing outside that consists of Tokyo, Bambi, Rasheeda. I think Rasheeda was there, right? And whoever else was standing out. Shakana, well, I don't think Shakana was outside because as loud as she is, we would have heard her. She wasn't outside at first. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think that her daughter was still out there. Along with the condoms, there were printouts of some text messages exchanged between Sierra and some dudes, and a couple of dudes, one of which was her baby father. This was according to BK. Now, Sierra, I have to say this. You are a bigger fool than BK. And here's why I say this. When that man showed up with that foolishness, you should have walked off. This is not the time or place for you and BK to hash out your dysfunctional relationship. Have some damn class. You are at your daughter's party. And on top of that, Sierra, you mad for doing exactly what BK was doing. So there's nothing to even talk about or for you to get mad about. Then it turned into Tokyo and Shakana making a scene and yelling at BK. Fool. The minute that BK would have walked up and gave Paris her gift, all right, thanks for coming, I would have walked right inside. I hope that little girl was not outside seeing BK give her mama condoms and basically outing the fact that she talking to other dudes too. And Sierra didn't even deny it in her confession. Sierra was like, yeah, I was talking to other dudes and she's so ghetto. Oh, God. Y'all all dumb. And then Shakana, she starts turning up and getting loud, causing an even bigger scene outside of the function. Hood rat shenanigans, I tell you. So that's where the episode ends. BK, you are so petty, childish, and ignorant. And Sierra, you are too a little bit, sis. So I think that's exactly why the two of you make a great couple. Fun fact, BK and Sierra are I think they're still together. You know, they're still posted on Instagram, having breakfast together and spending time. I get it. It's a storyline, but I did not like the fact that y'all just sprinkle all your hood rat and ghetto seasoning on this girl's Sweet 15. And where was Shooter at? Didn't he walk Paris outside? Well, he just walked back in? He probably was standing right there rubbing his hands together watching. He don't care. Anyway, Royal Family, that's it for these love and hip hoppers down in Atlanta. Be sure to like the video if you liked it. Drop your respectful comments. Let's talk about this. Did you guys see this episode? Again, next week is going to be the season finale, so Love and Hip Hop is coming to an end as well. Will there be a reunion? The only reunion that I'm anticipating right now, as you guys should know, is the Housewives of Atlanta. So, Royal Family, make sure, I'm over here choking, you drop your comments. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you click the notification bell and make sure it is selected to all so you don't miss any of my uploads. This video is already long, so I'm talking faster. Love you, Royal Family. Until next time, peace.